Hey guys, excited to talk to you today about DocuSign and introduce you to the platform and how it works in harmony with Command. And let's just jump right in. So first thing that you're going to need to do is connect your command to DocuSign. And where you do that is up here on the top right hand corner. You're going to drop down to Settings. And that's going to take you to all the apps that you have connected to your command. DocuSign, you will see I already have connected. Shows my status is connected, and the only option is to disconnect. If you have not already connected, it's going to show Connect Account. And when you click on the Connect Account button, it's going to take you to DocuSign for you to get yourself set up. It's going to give you a code that you need to come back to here and reconnect. It's a pretty simple, straightforward process. If you have any problems with it at all, though, get with Susan, Stewart, or myself, and we'll be glad to help you make that happen. Once you're connected, you'll then have access to use that through your opportunities, hopefully a place in Command that you're already familiar with. And so we're going to jump right into opportunities where our timeline. And imagine for a moment we have a new buyer that we are wanting to set our opportunity up for and get our buyer's brokerage agreement. So we're going to start over on the right with create an opportunity. And this is going to be a buyer opportunity. And our client, if you have not set them up already, you will need to. But I'm a buyer is our buyer, and give her the opportunity name. I'm a buyer. Can set whatever custom tags I want, enter my estimated closing date. So we're going to say the end of the month there on the 30th. So she's looking to buy within a month. Her budget's $300,000. I expect to make 3%, and boom, my opportunity is created. And once I set it up, it takes me directly into the opportunity. But if I ever need to come back to this in the future, really simple, just come back over to my opportunities tab. Look them up on my timeline. So they're going to be in my cultivate right here. And I'm a buyer. That's going to take me directly back in here. And where we're going to use DocuSign is inside of our documents. So as I go into my documents, you're probably already familiar with this page. This is where we've already been uploading our documents, either from our computer or from our docs or transaction desk or .loop over the past several months. Now you're going to love how simple things are with DocuSign and replacing all of that. The place we're going to start is with start a transaction up here just above where all of our documents are. And when we click start a transaction, that's going to take us to a DocuSign room. And it's going to create a room with the same name as our opportunity. I'm a buyer - buyer. And what this room is, it's just imagine a big filing cabinet where we can put all of our information. In Command, the only thing we're going to be putting in there is going to be our signed documents. This is where we can house everything while we're working on it. The back and forth, anything extraneous, all can go inside of here. It's just a holding place for the documents that we are working on. Now that we're over in our room, I want you to get familiar with what's up here. So we've got our details tab, which on the left-hand side is going to have all the details of our transaction that we can go in and fill all this out. I'm not going to for this example, but if I choose to do this, it will pre-fill a lot of the spots on my contracts as I go forward. Over here on the right-hand side, I can input all the details for my clients and pretty simple to use, just action, fill from contacts, or I can go through and fill everything in individually. Okay, just click on edit and everything pops up to where it is all fillable. Okay. Next tab over is going to be documents. This is where I will load all of my documents to. We're going to come back to this in just a second. But first I want to go over to people, because anybody that I'm going to need to share this with or send for signatures, I want to make sure that I get them put in here. So the way to do that is I just go over to invite, put in their email. I'm a buyer at gmail.com. First name, I'm a buyer. We are on the buyer side, and they're a client. And we're going to invite them. You'll now see they've been added as a person inside of our room. Compliance is always going to have access to the room. You are going to have your tab in here and whomever you've added. Now, me personally, the only people I'm going to be adding to my rooms are my clients. Anybody else that I'm going to be sending documents to, I'm going to choose to download my documents and send it as a PDF. But for my clients, I want to be able to use DocuSign to send them the documents for signatures. So they're the only ones that need to be in here, because I will use DocuSign to send it. Everybody else, I'm using email. If you want to add the closing attorney, you want to add your lender, you want to add the agent on the other side, that's a personal decision that you'll have to make. But I don't want them to have to figure out how does DocuSign work to access the documents. I don't like it when other agents send me stuff in their signature platforms. I want them sending me a PDF, so I choose to send them a PDF. Hope that helps you there. Envelopes is our next tab over. Envelopes, think of those as signing sessions. These are a collection of documents that I've packaged together and I have sent for signature. So documents are all of my documents. Envelopes are documents that have been sent for signature. Okay, hope that helps you distinguish that. So let's go over to our documents. How do we get documents into DocuSign? Real simple. We come over here to the button on the top right where it says add. We get a little drop down menu, and you can ignore all these ones at the bottom. You can certainly use them if you want to, but the two you're going to use 99% of the time are either it's going to be uploaded from your computer or it's going to be uploaded from DocuSign forms. So an example of one that I may upload from my computer, PDFs that have been sent to me from another agent, forms that I normally use, and for right now, our required office forms. So my wire fraud form we only have available right now as a PDF. So I can just click add my computer, go find it on my computer, double click it, and it loads it right in. The second place I will go is to DocuSign Forms. Now, when DocuSign Forms pops up here, you'll see I'm going to have two different options. Either library or group. Now, DocuSign Forms group, that is where eventually we will have our wire fraud form, our affiliated marketing agreement, our water and sewage disclosure, our FMLS 117, 118, our DA request. We're waiting on Keller Williams Atlanta Partners to format all of those and get them loaded in here for us. For right now, continue using the PDF versions, and you're just going to have to drop your text and your signatures in there, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a minute. The other place we're going to go is to library. This is where we're going to access our Georgia Association of Realtors forms. And the first time you come in here, it's going to ask you what libraries do you want. When you click on the drop down, there's going to be a list of lots of different associations. You're going to pick the Georgia Association of Realtors, and the first time you do it, it's going to ask you for your NERDS number, your NRDS number. That's the number that was assigned to you when you became a member of the board. So just go back to your email, search NRDS and look at the oldest email you got from the board. That should be where they sent you that number when you first joined. Once you've put that in there, then when you click on the Georgia Association of Realtors, you will have access to all of the GAR forms. And loading a GAR form into the DocuSign room is super simple. We right now need a buyer's brokerage agreement. So I type in buyer and boom, exclusive buyer's brokerage agreement. Now I can click add right now and add that one, or if I've got more than one document, I can keep going. And so let's say that I want to add in here, protect yourself from buying a home. Now you'll see 2 forms have been selected, and I can keep going until I have everything added in here that I want in there at the moment. And when I hit add, all of those documents will get added at one time. And now you'll see all of our documents here: a buyer's brokerage agreement, protect yourself, our wire fraud form. You'll also notice little icons right here, either a form or a PDF. Forms are fillable forms. PDFs are uneditable. Okay, so we're going to start over here with our exclusive buyer's brokerage agreement. How do I fill it out? Well, just click on it to open it up, and it opens up as a fillable form. So I can go through and start putting all of my information. So this is an agreement between I'm a buyer and Keller Williams Realty Atlanta Partners on 3/18/2020. It's going to start 3/18/2020, go through 9/30/2020. We don't take sub-agency, don't take dual agency. We're expecting a commission of 3%. Buyer shall pay the difference. We don't intend to make a lease. And I just keep working my way through until I have everything filled out. I'm not going to complete any more right now because I want you guys to see that if you miss something, we have an opportunity to edit it later. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and close. And all of those changes, all of that data has now been saved in that document. So the next time I go and open up exclusive buyer's brokerage agreement, all that will be there. So if I need to stop halfway through, save, I can always come back and pick up where I left off. Okay. Now that I've got all my forms filled out, I want to send it to my client for signature. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to go up here in this top left-hand corner and pick the documents that I want just by clicking inside that circle. And you'll notice when I do this right here, a new menu is going to pop up. So as soon as I do this, I've got a chance to make a copy of it. I can move it to another room. I can send it to someone as an email. I can DocuSign it. I can archive it. I can unarchive it. All of those are options that are open to me. So I'm going to click on all 3 of these because those are the ones I want. I'm going to choose DocuSign. And that's going to create an envelope for me. We want a signing session. So what are we going to name the envelope? Well, name the envelope something that's going to be easy for your client to understand. So this is going to be buyer documents, or buyer initial documents is a good choice. Okay. Down below that, it's going to show me all the different forms that I have, the documents that are going to be sent in this envelope. And if I forgot something, I've got the opportunity to add it now. And in my case, I did forget one. So I'm going to go over here to more. I need to upload my advertising disclosure. Now I've got 4 documents in here. Very simple. Need to add the recipients to the envelope. Who all needs to sign this? Well, I'm going to go to room participants, and I'm going to choose I'm a buyer, and I need to sign it. So I'm going to add those 2 selected ones, And you will see it is assigned a signing position of 1 to each of these, or a signing order of 1 to each of them. What this means is that both of them can sign at the same time. It doesn't matter which one comes first. If I wanted to sign it and see it before my client and give myself an extra opportunity to review it, I could make myself 1 and them 2. And now you'll see Trey has to sign first, and Ima won't be able to sign it until I've signed it. So if you're comfortable, you filled everything out right, just leave them all 1s. But if you want a chance to review it one more time before sending it to your client, make yourself 1 and all the other signers 2. Or you can do 1, 2, 3. Down here at the bottom, I want to change the email subject to something that is going to be a little nicer for them. So please review and sign these buyer documents. Okay, and let's make sure I got everything spelled right. And now that I've got the name right, all the forms in here, the recipients, my messaging right, I can just hit next. And it's going to take me to edit all of my documents. And this is going to walk me through every single document. I've got an overview over here on the right to where I can skip forward to a page farther down the line. Or I can just scroll through the long way. Okay. And over here on the left are going to be all my options to mark the property up. Okay. And I've got all these different options that are available to me. So as I go through and I'm reviewing my document, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, got all those filled in. Oops, I missed my protected period. Well, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say this is for me. I want to put a text box in here. And I can resize that to whatever I need to. And over here on the right-hand side, this is where we put what text we want to be in the box. So 90 days. Okay. I can keep scrolling down. I'm going to get to page 7. Actually, here in 6, I need, forgot to mark that I was sharing Protect Yourself from Buying a Home. So I can add a checkbox right here and just hit the space bar to check it. Come down here. Now I'm in the signature space. Well, this is the signatures for me. I need to change that to I'm a buyer. And I can just drag and drop their signature in. I can drag and drop the date signed. And obviously I should have filled in the address and the phone number, but didn't want to do too much during this exercise. So be cautious. Don't make the mistake of, now I need my signature in here. Don't just grab the signature and slide it over. I do need to change that to my name. Slide that over. Date signed. Slide that over. And I can just work my way through the entire document. All the documents that I want. So there's my wire fraud. So switch this back to Ima. Put her signature. Put the date. Put the name. Same thing with the AMA. There's the signature. Date. Actually, signature goes right there. And printed name goes there. Pretty simple stuff. Now I can go back and review this. I also have the option of looking at it the way the client's going to receive it. So I can go to recipient view, here on the top right, and this will show me what it looks like when they get it. And they have the option of scrolling through it and reading everything, or if they click on the start, it's just going to take them right to their signatures, And as they click their signatures, boom, they're done. Okay. I also have the option of looking at it as me. But once I've finished reviewing, either in this place or under the preview, and I'm happy with what I find, I just hit send. And that document has now been sent off. It's going to take me back to the room, and I'm in envelopes right here, and you will see it's telling me this needs my signature. So I can click on this and I can sign it. Continue, start. I just need to approve the fill-in, sign, and I'm done. And now Ima will need to fill hers out. Now that I've finished this, it's going to take me back to the envelope, and it'll show me an updated card that says it's waiting for others. So I know we're still waiting on Ima to sign. If I go back over to my documents, once these have been signed, I will get new documents in here that say that it is signed. That will be part of the name. Okay. So it's going to be really simple. Once your client has signed, that's where you're going to absolutely love how easy this is to work with Command. So I'm going to come back over here to Command, and I am now inside of my I'm a buyer opportunity. And so let's go down here to where the buyer's brokerage agreement is, and I want to add a file. Well, I want to add it from DocuSign. And it's going to show me all of the forms that are in DocuSign. Well, I don't have my signed version in here. It would say signed if it had been signed, but I want you to see just how easy it is to move something over. I've clicked on DocuSign. I pick the document I want. I hit assign, and my document's in there. That fast. No longer do you have to download a document, upload the document back in here. You're not trying to drag and drop. Don't have to remember what folder you saved it in. It really is just as simple as add a file, DocuSign, pick the file, assign. And that is it, guys. I hope this has been helpful. Please enjoy this. If you've got questions, get with me, get with Susan, get with Stuart. We're to help you put this to work in your business. And I hope to see you guys writing lots and lots of contracts. Have a great day.